Now, from the campus of Mount Vernon Nazarene University, this is CougarNet News.
Welcome to CougarNet News. I'm Kaylee Nicks. WNZR will move forward with its power increase by the end of May.
WNZR will be flipping the switch on its power increase Friday, May 21st. The increase comes after years of prayer and fundraising. 90.9 FM will be boosted up to 1,300 watts, widening its range to more of Knox County and even parts of neighboring counties. I spoke with Sarah Boston, the newest member of the Morning Thing, about what the power increase means to her as a student broadcaster.
Since 1986, people have been praying and thinking about increasing the power from 130 watts to 1,300. And I just find that it's amazing, and it also raises the bar for me as a broadcaster, because a lot more people are going to be able to hear me and hear what I have to say, and it just really expands and broadens my ministry.
WNZR has been looking forward to this power increase for many years, and hopefully it will inspire all of the student broadcasters to strive for greatness.
Blue-Green Day on the MVNU campus this year was May 6th. Students got out of class that Thursday at 12:30 for 5 hours so they could participate. Blue-Green Day is a practical way to clean up campus, but turned into something much more.
It was originally started so that the campus would be beautiful for graduation. So we took care of planting all the annuals, getting it ready for graduation. When they started the National Day of Prayer, a lot of MVNU Blue-Green Days fell on National Day of Prayer, and so we would meet down in the Grove at the gazebo and have a prayer for our country and for our state and city officials, and then go out from there to work.
Students work in many areas of the campus grounds. Blue-Green Day is unique to MVNU and continues to be a yearly event. Graduating seniors from MVNU are about to embark on a new chapter in life, part of which is finding a job. Here at MVNU, Career Services gives seniors a head start in that journey.
In a tough and challenging economy, a job search could actually take a very long time. Be steadfast and keep looking. Don't get discouraged if you're not finding the job that you wanted. Utilize different methods, such as mailing out resumes, different kinds of networking, and definitely online job search boards are very effective.
Christina Lewis with MVNU Career Services says while looking for a job, develop a resume. It's a summary of who you are on paper. Do mock interviews. Practice what you're going to say. Your appearance is important. Dress like you want the job. And some do's and don'ts of interviews. Do ask questions at the interview. Don't ask about salary. Do arrive 10 to 15 minutes early, and don't arrive late. It's almost finals time here at MVNU. Worried you won't make it through? Here are some tips to help you out. Make a study schedule and spread out your study time. Use study strategies like note cards and class notes. And reward yourself. Study for an hour, then take a break. Also plan ahead and figure out what you need to get done. Eat well. Eat foods that contain proteins. And limit how much caffeine you drink. Too much will make you crash later. After 22 years of teaching at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Dr. Merv Ziegler, a professor of communications, and his wife Rosemary, who is a professor of English, retire at the end of the semester. Peter Willett has more on the teaching careers of the Zieglers.
The Zieglers have been a long-time part of the teaching staff. Their careers started more than 2 decades ago.
I'd been wanting to teach in a Christian college, and the opening came, I think, Dean called me about 3 days before the semester started. So I said, sure.
The Lord used all of those things to get me here. It was just it was a confirmation to me that this is really where the Lord wanted me.
Over the years, the Zieglers say they have had many high points with the students.
They take the things that you say as important, and it's influential in their lives, and they respond to that. And to me, that's always a rewarding thing.
It's hard to choose just one, probably. Teaching with fellow believers and being able to share your faith in the classroom and make the connection between what you're teaching and biblical truth.
Dr. and Mrs. Ziegler want their students to walk away with something special.
I do hope that my students will take 1 or 2 or 3 little pieces of information that they find valuable in their lives and remember that and to use that well. That's really what I try for.
Even more than that, though, to be able to see the connection between truth, and all truth's God's truth, and what you see in literature.
Both agree a Christian education is important.
Dr. and Mrs. Ziegler plan to start their retirement in a few short weeks. On the last weekend of April, a severe weather system plowed through the southeastern part of the United States. The National Weather Service confirmed that in a single monster tornado measuring 1.7 miles wide followed a nearly 150-mile track and is to blame for 10 deaths that occurred that weekend in Mississippi. The storm system went on to Alabama, where it spawned even more tornadoes and was blamed for 2 other deaths. According to OhioInsurance.org, Ohio's peak tornado season runs from April through July, with tornadoes occurring most during between 2 and 10 p.m. MVNU's Lynette Sessing says knowing the school's tornado emergency plan is important for student safety.
Every single building has signs, and of course, like I said, each building has a rep. So the RD that is overseeing their building would be the one that would let them know where they need to go. So it depends on which dorm or building. It's always the lowest location. Sometimes it may even be in another building if they can't get very low.
Lynette also said that students who have registered their cell phone number with the Campus Emergency and School Closing Notification System get a text alert in the event of a tornado. For the nearly 50 million Americans who suffer from allergies, according to pollen.com, pollen levels have reached a record high this spring. One allergist says when the pollen count is at 100, allergy sufferers start to experience symptoms like runny noses and watery, itchy eyes. By April 13th, pollen was in the 3,000 count, then dropped to 1,000. Until the season is over, experts say to stay indoors with the window shut and avoid going out in the morning. Also, run your air conditioner in order to filter the air. That concludes this edition of CougarNet News. I'm Kaylee Nicks. Thanks for watching.